First and foremost, I need to admit to you guys that I do not know the dimensions at which a clock tower should exist. Little bit of a retcon here, a little bit of an adjustment, if you will. This building is going to be around 250 feet tall, not 50, or whatever I said.
Oh, okay, that's a big difference.
It's a big difference.
That's a really big difference.
Yes!
Nothing about last session needs to change. Leo and Ava, you still got in through a service door, and I'm going to slightly amend how last session went and say that that service door gets you up into the work area of the clock tower, not the communal lobby area beneath. You were wanting to go up. You would not be able to do that from the entrance doors. So you guys went through this work area. You snuck in. Ava, your lockpicking skills got you in. Easy peasy. You ascended multiple layers. A couple of floors, if you will. Most of these are made up of grates and beams that hold them up underneath what would be the huge mechanical gears that are constantly turning in this building. After about 150 feet or so, it opens up and the tower kind of changes from these tightly packed staircases and these separated floors with storage, with the pipes carrying the electricity down, to a large open area where you're able to look up and see the huge 20-foot tall faces of these clocks that face the city of Windromeda. You ascend more. You go up these staircases. You guys are moving around the outside of this walkway. Probably the highest that you're supposed to be able to get, circling the clock faces in this huge, square mesh grate. I just said walkway, but that's all it is. It's a walkway. Fighting even against that, climbing above that, above where the bells were held, you get up into the tippity top of where this building will allow, just below where the roof would close off. And that is where an arrow found its way into Leo's back. Leo, your Constitution saving throw succeeded against the DC of the poison, meaning that instead of being paralyzed, you were only stunned. But being stunned, I'm going to ask for a bit of back and forth here. Would you agree that being stunned would mean you fall off of the rafter that you were on?
I was intending to be on a platform as much as possible.
Yeah.
If that's not possible, then I would 100% fall off.
Cool. What if I give you a one or the other situation? I'll allow for you to have been on a platform good enough for you to have not fallen off whenever you get hit by this poison. In exchange, I'm going to recalculate the damage more accurately this time. I don't know how much it will be, but I even told you guys after the session that it should have been a critical hit. And I completely forgot.
I thought you were joking.
No.
I was joking with you.
I wasn't. So, I don't think the damage would get too much higher because I added in a secondary source of damage with you getting hit. I'll let you choose. You take a little bit more damage. I don't think it will be lethal. It will not hit your max amount of health, and even if it does, that does not outright kill you. In exchange, you will still be right beside Ava, and you will not fall what would now be 40, 50, maybe even more to the next section of the bell tower.
I'll take that one, Chief.
Fantastic. Let me do just a quick bit of math then. Okay. It's going to be 36 plus Nope, sorry. 42. This is a lot. I lied. This is a lot of damage.
What do you can't just say you lied now?
It's okay. It's not going to outright kill him. 4, 5. Okay, here we go.
Yo. Good thing we bought those health potions.
10, 13,
Damn.
16. 58 points of damage total, and you are stunned for the round. But with the adjustment, you do not fall through the clock tower. Again, the walkways here circle the building. It's like a large square. You would have fallen straight through maybe 60 to 80 feet to the next beam, unless you were able to, like, luckily land on another, like, support beam somewhere. Incredibly hurt. This arrow lodges itself underneath your shoulder blade, just on that, I don't even know what it's actually called, like the wing bone in your back. Lodges it in there, you feel your arm stick, and you are stunned for a round. Ava, I'm going to give you the chance to respond before something else happens.
In the direction that the arrow came, can she see anybody, figure, or anything?
Give me a perception check.
(16 plus 8).
16 plus 8 is 24. No, you do not see anybody. You watch as the arrow... Leo was up, like, praying, trying to get as close as he could to the top of the building. Pretty close to that edge. Like, there is a... this is clearly something that's not meant to be regularly used. This is like if you need to potentially get roof access for some reason. So there is a rail. This arrow came from steep below, and you look down,
Below?
and you can't see anyone. There is no other living soul in this building, as far as you know.
Okay. Ava just, like, put her hands up, like... Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on now. Let's just talk about this. We were only here to pray. Didn't mean to cause any trouble. He wanted to pray to his storm god, you know, the lightning one, and he was trying to get close to him with the storm above us. Can you please just come out and talk?
You do not hear a response.
All right, well then I'm going to kind of look down at Leo. Wait,
Leo,
are you standing?
You're the poison
No,
effect.
I'm face first into the ground.
Okay,
Stunned
okay.
for the round.
Yeah, the stun does end. This is going to be the next round.
Okay. And you have an arrow in you? Ava kind of gets on her
Out of my
knees
bag.
and is like looking at you. I'm just gonna help my friend really quick that you almost just killed. But we will leave. Like right after. We will leave immediately. We don't want any trouble. And then she's gonna grab that arrow and whisper in your ear, "Not a cleric," and yank it out.
I won't make you take any more damage, but it certainly hurts.
Oh God, no! How much health did you?
Leo
This
faints.
is the correct medicine. This is how you do first aid. It's okay.
Oh, good. Oh, see, I'm learning. Let's just. I don't see anybody here, Leo. So maybe let's just go. Can you go? Can you move?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
I definitely
Okay.
can.
Well, how about I go first? So if
Yeah,
they're gonna shoot
let's
anybody,
do
then
that.
they'll shoot me. All right.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna cure wounds myself. We're gonna go. Oh, I have so few high level slots. I'm gonna go with 3rd level.
Cool. I mean, 68 healing is no joke. That'll
It's
certainly...
big. It's big.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I probably still have some like ropes and stuff that I had tied to help Leo get up.
Enough
Yeah.
with the ropes.
Sorry, okay.
Wait, I don't know how
I
to
love ropes.
do this. I don't know how to do this at a higher level, so I'm just gonna roll it a bunch of times.
Oh, that's
18.
good.
Ooh, so
Don't
that's
forget
what?
it adds your wisdom modifier, so you'll have to.
Yeah, so I gotta subtract 10 from that total. God, math. 34 minus, so 24?
No,
Yeah.
that's not bad.
It's gonna be
Ava's
Little under
Gonna-
average.
go over to the rope very slowly, still with her hands up. And she's gonna start to put her foot down.
Yeah, you start descending the rope down to the like square platform that I was talking about with the big open center. That open center leads down about another 40 feet to the grates just above where like the bells are held. So like that's
Okay.
the work area there. So I mean, if you fall to the walkway, maybe 20 feet.
Okay, well,
through the
she's
center,
gonna say, we're not from here, you know, if we weren't supposed to be here, we didn't know. The door was wide open, so I'm sorry to disturb you. Please don't shoot my friend again. If you're angry, you can shoot me. And she's gonna continue to slide down.
All right, you start descending the
Don't
rope.
agree to that at all, actually.
You're too hurt to talk. Shut up, Leo.
I'm not going to do the rude thing and ask if it hits, but I do need a con save.
Okay.
No, from me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I rolled really bad.
Ooh,
for damage.
that actually wasn't that bad, but probably did not pass. It's a 15. Like the
It
first
does
time. Oh no, I'm bad at
fail.
wisdom ones. That's right. Oh, it fails. Shit.
You are going to take 24 points of piercing damage, and you are poisoned for 11, 12. Until tomorrow. It's like 13 hours.
Oh, okay. Poison. Yeah. Wait, where's that effect? No! Leo, they're still mad at us! Be careful!
Damn it.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Alright.
I will say
How
with that
far are
though,
we from the
one turn is enough for you to get down. Leo, you can choose to follow immediately after Ava, and it will be like it's not the next turn yet for whoever this is to take another shot, so you'll be safe.
Okay.
But the following turn, you're standing on the walkway. Any attempt to descend, taking the stairs, will potentially expose you to wherever this person is shooting from.
God.
Ava, I'll say since you went down first, go ahead and give me another perception check.
That one's a 19 plus 8.
Okay.
Please.
27. That's going to do it this time. You don't see anyone, but you know where they are. They're invisible. They are down on the grate below the walkway.
Okay,
Or at least
is that
that's where
right?
that arrow came from. That is
Is
40
that right
or
below
50
us?
feet below you, yeah.
Alright. We have to get down and out. I'm going to cast a fog cloud on that spot.
Fantastic. Cast a fog cloud down there. I believe that is an action. Ava,
And
what are
then
you doing?
sprint. Yes.
I have see invisibility actually, so I'm casting.
Cast that shit.
Ooh. Does see invisibility work through fog cloud?
I assume they're gonna move out of the fog cloud to see, so
That is true.
I just
Yeah.
want to
This
see
is-
them.
This is defense right now. They will run out of it next turn, but this is just giving us the space to move
Yeah.
freely this turn.
I will say with sea invisibility up, if you guys want to spend this turn casting spells and just moving, on the following turn that is not yours, on this assassin person's turn, you will see them, like, not even jump. It looks like they are carried up with some sort of extrinsic force, and then they pop and land really gingerly. You don't even feel the movement on the walkway. Someone falling, 5 to 10 feet after getting brought up here would insinuate like a little bit of movement, but they're incredibly agile. They land, roll, and then they turn and look at you, and you see just like the faint glowing outline of maybe like a 5'6" person on the other side of the walkway.
Okay, and they don't know that I can see them, right?
You have no reason to believe that they can, no.
Okay.
Or that they know that.
Alright, so they're on the same level as us now?
Yep.
And now is it our turn or their turn?
Yours.
Okay. Can I reach them?
They are, I'm going to say, 45-ish, 40 feet away.
So if I Misty Step over...
Just bonus action dash as a
I
rogue,
could do
right?
that, but I don't really want them to know that I'm actually coming for them.
Let me clarify. When I say 40 feet, that is across a gap.
Yeah, okay, so you do have this.
If you Misty Step, what's the range of Misty Step? 20, 30 feet?
30.
That would,
I see what you mean.
standing there casting it, put you floating in the air, you would immediately fall.
Great.
Okay.
Don't tell the elf. I'm going to throw.
What?
That if people
Wait.
who get the reference get the reference.
What?
I'm going to pick you up,
What?
stare at you deep in the eyes, and then I'm going to toss you so you can get the extra 10 feet and get there.
That
I'll
works
say-
for me.
Leo, give me a strength check. If you get
yeah.
above a 20, Ava can do this no problem. If you get above a 12, you'll at least give her a chance.
You still have Bardic I gave you that you didn't use last time?
It's true.
By the way, cry. Please be strong.
Here we go. I have a plus. Hold on, that was the wrong
Oh.
thing. I have a plus 7
Oh.
to athletics.
17.
So, if you're going athletics, there's another 4 attached to that. But otherwise, yeah,
Yeah, we'll say athletics. Athletics is
that's the 24.
24 will certainly do it. You are able to maybe not literally throw her 10 feet, but you grab Ava and you're like, you're gonna have to trust me. And you get her and sort of like help launch her up and over. Ava, I'll say that you help and kick off of the railing here, launching yourself forward. You Misty Step and just gingerly land, like falling against the rail, kind of lightly tumble down to the walkway and land Black Widow style. You are 10 feet from whoever this is.
Take out my whip, crack it. Right at them to try to grapple them.
All right, give me an attack roll.
They look like
12 plus 10. He just said a person.
Yeah, I mean, see invisibility. I don't think it's going to give you too many details. But we will see what happens.
I think it's
here.
straight up. You just see them. I
Like
don't
as
think
if
it's
they're-
like anything weird. I think it's
Okay, yeah.
straight up.
Oh yeah, it says as if they were visible. Okay.
Yeah.
Your attack's going to hit.
Negates the.
Go ahead, start rolling damage. Do anything else that you're going to do. I will let you know that this person looks. They're in a really like ashy gray studded leather armor with a cloak over their head, and where their face would be, you see a reflective gold mask that looks very akin to a fox. I will also point out a couple other things. There is a short sword at their other hip. They're holding a short bow right now, and their left arm is replaced by a mechanical one with very short, sharp, pointy
Going
blade.
on right now, okay? Oh, yes, so I was trying to grapple them too, so I will take away one of the sneak attacks. So 4, 5, 16. And what do I have to do for grapple? What is it?
They should have to make a save. It'll tell you on the weapon.
That's right. They have to make... Must succeed a dexterity.
I am not even going to ask. It'd be rude. They succeed.
Okay. Well, at least I heard him. And she's gonna say, "Can we talk, please?
You said 16
I don't want to
damage?
hurt you." Yes, I think. 11 plus 5. Yeah.
Yep. Give me an insight check if you would.
That's 16.
You can't see their face, so it's very difficult to read them, but they cock their head a little bit, and you can almost feel their eyes squint at you in a very quick motion. The bow gets attached to the back, the sword gets drawn. You watch as the sword draws. There's a couple of vials attached to the scabbard. A thumb flips one of them open, and a poison coats the blade. I'm so sorry. I rolled a nat 20 on you. I'm going to need a constitution save.
How's a 17?
A 17 is a fail.
Oh my god, what kind of fucking...
Okay.
Oh,
36,
Big poison.
this is way more powerful than my poison.
42, 48, 53, 56, 65
You're just
points of damage.
Yeah, you're just dead.
I'm not dead, but I'm down.
And I need a
You're-
strength
yeah,
save
you're-
as well.
Right.
That's a.
So many
Good
things I'm
enough,
not.
The DC, I will let you know, the DC is
I
not
have
super
minus
high.
1.
It's 13.
Well, great. Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool because I got a 13, but I have a minus 1, so.
All right. You take a whole lot of damage as this sword stabs into you in your side. On that insight
Ow.
check, they could have very easily just killed you right here.
What the? Why are they? Okay.
All right. you're
Well,
already
I'm down.
That's not quite the end of it. They stab you, and as you begin bleeding out, I'm assuming you hit 0 hit points.
Yes.
They're going to take the second attack to shove you off of the balcony.
Okay.
And you said you're down?
I was down.
All right, I will let you choose. You have one failed death save already. You can fail another one to make a dexterity save to reduce some of the fall damage you take with disadvantage because you're at 0. You can take 2 failed saves to roll normally.
It's a out of 5, right?
Out of, I think it's 7 now.
7 now.
Yeah.
But it's not 3, and
Yeah,
that's the important
You
thing.
start with 1 failed save, and you have 6 until you're fully dead. So you would be putting yourself halfway there. Or you have 7 until you're fully dead, so only 6 more.
Or would I be able to take some of those death saves to use Featherfall?
Yes, you'd be able to take 2.
Would him or person pushing me down get me to the bottom where I want to leave?
Yeah, it puts you closer to the bottom.
Hopefully. Okay. We're gonna do what? How many do I take? 2 more?
You would take 2 failed death saves, and Featherfall would
Well, I don't
fully
know how to
negate
do
the
this
damage.
one here.
You
Okay.
gently hover down. Leo, if you want to take your action to just run down there, you would make it to meet Ava. But with that, even through the fog cloud, you're just barely able to see this person who is still invisible. So Ava, only you can see them, staring at you guys, putting the sword
Wait.
up, and then just
Is he
watching.
in the fog cloud?
You guys are in the fog cloud.
Yeah, I fell down into the fog cloud. Okay.
But he's in the fog cloud. Like when Ava Misty stepped to him, he's in the fog cloud.
No, he got up.
No, he went
past
up.
fog cloud down there. He
So now we're
jumped up.
in it.
Yeah. Now you guys are using it as cover to escape. But
Okay.
Ava, as you fall and after you land and the fog reconvenes, the figure is just watching, letting you go.
Okay.
They could have easily pulled out their bow and continued taking shots. But as the fog cloud covers up your vision, you watch as the mask just looks down at you.
Leo, let's go. You're gonna have to carry me. Fix me
I've got you.
right
Don't
now.
worry. I will cast
I have
just
to dance tonight.
Well, I don't know if that's gonna happen.
No, you will fix me right now, Leo. Damn it.
I'm gonna cast a level 1 Cure Wounds.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Hurt
yay.
a lot.
You did
Yeah.
good, though.
And then run as fast as
I'm bleeding out of my side.
Yeah. With that, Ava, you will take a level of exhaustion. You are poisoned, I
Aw.
believe.
You said till tomorrow.
Yeah, it's literally 13 hours. So, like, it's just until
yeah.
tomorrow. Leo, you are also poisoned, but it's only for an hour. The poison that hit you was an attempt at paralysis, so it's much less since you saved. But with that,
that bitch.
you guys,
Leo, first, we're not gonna tell anyone about this, right? Promise me right now. Promise me right now. We're not telling anybody.
Well, we won't tell anybody about how
Leo!
poorly it
I'm
goes.
gonna grab your face and turn it to mine. Leo, please.
I think it is a relevant part of the conversation that might be happening soon.
But not until I say.
But you're never going to say, so
Well, you don't know that. You just have to trust me. Come on. Just trust me. You threw me at that person and I almost died.
are you ever going to let us speak of this?
No.
Okay. I think it is an important part of a conversation that may be happening. I'll reiterate myself. I think that we might have to tell people about this.
But not right now.
No, we don't have to right now, of course.
Okay, thank you. Now, please, drive me to wherever we're going now.
with that,
We're going back to the inn. We're done.
We
the
don't have a
camera
camera.
will zoom out on you guys exiting the bell tower, hobbling through the rest of the city, leaving Braston, which at first seemed to be this wonderful metropolis-like high-class part of the city, but immediately showed its true colors in
Mhm.
almost killing the both of you.
Leo, are you carrying me bridal style?
Yes, of course.
Okay, well, Ava's gonna look up at you and say, hey, you did say that you wanted to know more about the things that I want, right?
I did, yes.
So the next thing I want is to get married.
And with that, we're gonna change the scene. Who do I want to pick on?
Told you it would be a surprise.
Before we get to the next scene, we did not do it a little introduction or recap. Hello, everybody. How's it going?
Fine.
Boy.
I almost
It's
died.
boring.
A lot of enthusiasm in the group tonight.
Join the club.
I feel you.
Point of inspiration to whoever wants to do the recap for last session and Windromeda as a whole.
Hell no.
Cool,
I
I'll
was
do
gone
it.
for most of it. So.
Windromeda, the rainy city. It is dark, it's dreary, it's wet, it's cold, and people are turning into monsters. Weird things are happening below the surface. We have a couple of you investigating the missing persons case of Beverly Cartwright, hired by one Isla Walsh, a mysterious PI who doesn't see herself as funny, but is an enigmatic and strange character for sure. Two of you are actively following a sort of lead. The city seems to be led by blue dragonborns, and the island in the lake, Siphydia, seems to be the place to go if you want someone who knows how to treat Zim and his what seems to be a sort of affected muteness, his inability to speak. And two of you were just checking out the Cortean vibes of the city. If there's permanently a storm overhead, maybe it's a friendly home to one Cortean Leo. Clearly not. It is not a, for lack of a better phrase, Cortean storm, whatever that may mean. As far as you know, Leo, Corteus learned to conquer all storms and was able to summon lightning kind of at will. So what does it mean if it's not Cortean? Who knows? And that seems to be a nice mantra for this city. Who knows what's going on? Certainly not any of us. Recently, the party got into a bit of a kerfuffle at the House of Emme, this nice little hospital that Resaries' siblings, Fira and Arthur, were volunteering at. Mostly Fira. Arthur just needs a place to live. There, two of the people in the intensive care wing transformed into what we're going to refer to, at least in my over-the-table knowledge, as aberrant horrors. They transformed into these ugly, grotesque, tentacle-esque, Lovecraftian-style monsters. And luckily, with some very high rolls and very smart decisions, Dahlia and Lucien were able to figure out how to cure that condition, which, again, over the table, you know to be something akin to, if not stronger than 9th level magic. How? Who knows? Your character just knows it is well beyond your scope, and it's still possible for you to cure that on a regular basis, but with help for sure. If you want a more consistent way, Fira adamantly told Dahlia that was clearly a stress and strainer on you guys to help that one person. If you want to help everyone, find someone who could develop a cure, not just casting a spell, but maybe mass producing a solvent or a potion of some sort to help with this ailment. After that, the group split again. Dahlia, Resaries, and Lucien are tracking down Beverly Cartwright, going to her place of residence in the Lake Light Studios. Gwen and Atheira are heading for Siphydia, seeing if you guys can't kind of sneak your way in there and talk to a doctor. And then Leo and Ava, as we just saw, were at the clocktower after doing a little bit of shopping. So I'm going to do a little
nowhere
bit...
sacred, Shorty.
Nowhere. I'm going to do a little bit of a roll here. I'm going to pick on Natalie. Do you want high or low?
Hi.
Getting the bad rolls out now. That was a nat 1.
Oh, really?
A nat
bad
one?
rolls out
It's a
now.
nat one? Get it?
Sounds like I win.
Yeah.
It sounds like Nat wins.
Nat,
It does.
in fact, wins.
I heard Nat is number 1, is what I heard.
Yeah.
It's true.
Also
That is the
good.
propaganda I have started.
So good.
Yes.
It has reached you.
That's my
Dahlia.
number 1.
Resaries, and Lucien. What do you remember from last session? You approached Lake Light Studios, but there was a bit of a barrier.
There were 2 cops and a robot and a bunch of tape. It appeared that Beverly's apartment had been broken into. I am attempting to make sense of the robot because it doesn't make any sense to me. But Lucien, I think, is probably going to pull some tomfoolery to get us some intel into that thing. So while noticing that he is preparing to cast magic through sound and just knowing who he is, I'm going to continue to talk to these people and annoy them to death.
Absolutely. I will also clarify there are more than 2 cops. There were just 2 near you. There are, I'm going to say, 2 actively investigating the scene on the ground with all of the glass broken and spilled out. There was the one that kind of walked up to you guys, and then another one just 15 or 20 feet away. And then you are able to see at least the shadows of like 2 or 3 moving around inside the apartment. And yes, there is a large 8-foot tall metal man standing in front of you. just telling you
One of the
to go away.
last interactions that we had with the cops was them, I think, blatantly ignoring us and walking away, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Or giving a warning and then ignoring us and walking away.
Mhm.
So I don't think they are close enough to talk to you or would respond.
You could probably call one over, but they have these. There's two of these large metal guards, one directly in front of you guys, and then one kind of like closer to the other side of the building. They're trying to figure out what happened here and looking for clues, if you will. Assuming that these large metal guards are going to
Which,
you guys out.
when we left, I was actively trying to get Dahlia away so that the giant robot man does not get angry at us.
Can he get angry? He's a robot.
Lucien's never seen this before. You don't know.
That one person with the.
I do have a question
robot
about the
man.
crime scene layout, though.
Yes.
What we can see. So, is this like building and then like half circle of tape or something?
Yeah,
Around
not
the
a perfect
front?
circle, obviously, but the building has two. I mean, the actual apartment buildings are more than one building, but the building you guys are looking at is like two vertical buildings with a set of like stairs and walkways in between. And she lives, Beverly, on the left side, 3 stories up.
Okay, is the line, like the caution tape and all that, is it centered around like her room?
The caution tape is on the ground, so it's not really centered on her room, but it's centered below her room.
I mean street, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, because right before we left, I was planning on, because I still had my awakened spell, or my manifested mind from my spell book, conjured. That surprisingly nobody on the streets is saying anything about.
I did
For
want to
reference,
ask,
it is
it visible?
Yes, it is visible. It is a very worn, damaged, cracked pair of glasses, and it emits a soft glow. And it's been just hovering right next to me this entire time.
Cool. Yeah, walking around with it, no one's going to say a thing. I'm going to let you choose what to do next. Go ahead and tell me before you do it, because I do have something that might happen here.
So, while trying to move along the tape line, because I'm assuming the edge of the tape line near the building, there's like a sidewalk that leads further away.
Yeah.
Lucien is going to want to play it off, trying to tell the robot that we are going, and start trying to head that way. And while doing that, commanding the mine to try to get a view in the window.
Okay.
And basically inform me of anything that it sees.
Really quick, from here, are you telling it to go up to the window, or just like go straight up and look from here? Also, for clarification, it says it can be a tiny object. This could just be the size of a pair of glasses. It doesn't have to be like...
Can I change that now? Because
Yeah.
when I first summoned it, I summoned it as... If you're just going to say that I can do it, then I will do it.
Yeah, it does say tiny object, so it can be small. It can't be like a penny,
Okay.
but it can be
Okay.
small.
How small? You said not a penny. So like quarter?
That's like normal normal pair of glasses. I'm gonna throw this pencil at you through the camera.
So I guess I'll just shrink the pair of glasses down as much as I can. And then command it. I'm going to command it to get as close to the window as possible to kind of see inside the room. See what it can. If there's multiple windows that it can reach, then to kind of look between each one, see if there's anything of value.
I'm going to make this very, very quick. The pair of glasses shrinks and then begins moving past this metal large humanoid up towards the window, seemingly ignored by many. But then you hear first as like a couple of gears turn, and then when you go to look, you just see that a blade has come out of this thing's arm, slashed through the glasses, and to your knowledge, just cast Dispel Magic, and your Manifest Mind is gone.
What has happened?
I'm not sure what that was. We should get moving now.
Don't you have that bird?
Not right now, Dahlia.
The chicken?
Please, let's move to the side real quick.
As you guys begin moving over, you hear someone call out. Maybe you don't think it's to you at first, but eventually you look, and standing across the street, leaning against one of the buildings, collar pulled up, big hat, shadow on the face, Isla sitting there just like, hey, come here. Come on, walk faster.
I'm going to help lead Dahlia, hopefully a little more quickly.
Hello, my friend.
Hold on, sorry, replying to Jocelyn really quick. You guys come over. Isla tells you, hey, I just saw the whole thing. Not really gonna fly around here. Those guys, big metal ones, real good at taking out your magic, and real good at taking out you if you're casting magic. Now let me tell you, if you're gonna start snooping around, it's liable to get real sketchy. Your friend gave me this, I think you need it more. And she pulls a frog out of her pocket and sets it into your hand.
Whose hand?
Yeah, whose hand? That's...
Lucien's.
He's going to look at it with slight disgust. Resaries, could you put this in your bag, maybe?
What? No, you can use it. Right? You use your magic, you can see through its senses, you can control it, hop right up, no problem. But you spend you send a magical pair of glasses floating up towards the window. That's pretty easy to guess.
Well, they weren't really glasses, they just looked like glasses.
Doesn't matter. Alright, tomato, it's all the same.
I know which spell you're talking about, but I don't know that Dahlia does, so I'm gonna shut up.
I can't remember which spell it's...
You can't?
I'm trying to
Okay, well, sorry excuse for a wizard you are.
Hey, I didn't have an accent on that sentence. Just saying.
Now listen, I gotta go. I got a lot to do. But if you snoop around in there, come find me. I want to know what's in there.
You're not being a lot of help.
whenever we find out something.
How could I get in there that you couldn't?
You're a detective.
Yes, I'm good at putting together clues. My mind is the
And you
weapon.
can work with the police?
Don't think that's a possibility.
Why?
No time for stories. Listen,
I
you're
wish
gonna-
somebody around here would hit the damn bush.
if anyone's going to be able to get in there, it's going to be you guys, right? Not going to be me. I can't fly up to the building. I can't teleport in. I can't do none of that, right? I've seen you in action through that window. I saw you guys. I'm still following up on some things. I'll inform you as soon as I have some tangible, concrete knowledge. In the meantime, that looks like a pretty good bet.
Inform you if we find anything.
Great. With that, she is going to back away, give you guys a nod, and then start walking off down the alley.
Okay. So...
For the table, I'm trying to find anything in my spell book that...
Can I tell him?
Please do.
I believe he/Ilo is referring to the Beast Sense spell.
Or one of the Dominate spells. technically both of those would work.
Do you believe me if I said I don't have either in my spellbook?
Yeah. All right. Well, while you guys think and figure it out, let's switch the scene up a little bit. Atheira, Gwen, where are you headed? What are you after? What are you doing?
We're going to Siphydia.
Yeah.
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 So as you guys circumnavigate the city, walking around, bringing something to light, pun intended, that was not much mentioned before, Siphydia is glowing. Not like the whole island, but there seems to be something in the middle that's emitting a lot of light, but it obviously gets kind of washed out with the rain and the dark clouds overhead. But as you get closer, it gets much more apparent that there is something at the center of the city, like emitting light. It's kind of tall. It looks like it's coming from the top of a building. We're not going to worry too much about your trip there. You can easily make it from one side of the city to the other and I'll let you tell me what skill check you want to use to this. But if you were to potentially get robbed and you know that this city is dangerous for that, how would you deter people from choosing to do so? Gwen, you have a bit of an advantage here being a blue dragonborn. I'll give you that. But tell me how you guys are walking around, and if you want, if you would, make a skill check to tell me like how likely someone would be to mess with you.
Well, I mean, I also got Zim with me, and he's a big boy. So I think that might also help. I also feel like if Gwen were to feel anyone in her pocket, she might, like, attempt to try to sneakily zap them.
Let's go ahead and make this a skill check. Do you think intimidation would fit?
Probably with Zim included, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to give you advantage. The DC is really low on this. I don't foresee you failing.
Okay. Wait, 18.
Yeah, pretty good. As you guys walk, when you get to Brassway, you start seeing a couple more blue dragonborns walking around. A couple of them give you like very familiar head nods and silent greetings. The one that stands out is there's someone who's clearly a guard. They're like in a uniform and they're walking. They don't have a metal person with them like Dahlia, Resaries, and Lucien do. They instead have, trying to imagine a good size for this, like a 5 or 6 foot long, almost alligator-like drake. No wings, but blue scales, lighter underneath. Izzy disappeared. There we go.
My camera was out of focus.
But this person is walking around with a drake, just kind of like walking right beside them. And they see you walking with Zim, give a very concerned look, and just go, "Sister?"
Brother?
And they just keep on walking.
You're
Cool.
gonna have to be a little bit more convincing than that.
Yeah, no, sorry. It's all new. I don't really need to get on it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You walk through Braston. You guys are walking for a couple of hours. It's going to take you a while to get like all the way to the other side of the city. I didn't really mention that for Ava and Leo, but same thing. It'll be like a 2-hour walking trip from all the way from one end of the city to the other. So it took you guys.
Wait, no, we're going to the wherever the dinner, right?
I was
Is that
saying
right?
it took you like an hour just
to
to
get
get
there.
to
Oh,
there,
okay,
and it's going to take you an hour at least to get back.
Okay.
So the dinner is not happening yet, but that's going to be probably all you have time to do before the dinner.
Yeah, is that closer to where we are or no?
Depends on where you went. I don't know.
I feel like
I do want to keep. the dinner
Yeah,
time in
there.
mind for how
Yeah.
long we're out. So.
Yeah. So Gwen, the next important thing that happens walking through Braston, you obviously get a lot of looks. Some people think it's kind of cool and interesting that you're missing a horn. Zim looks to be like a pretty popular little guy. Some people are walking
course he is.
past and they give him waves and say hi to him. People in this area are very comfortable with him being a dragon, but some people clearly, him being a black dragon, stands out.
Does
and
he
him
wave
having his
back at
wings.
all?
Yeah. I mean, that's
Of
ultimately
course.
up to
I
you.
just gotta make sure. Of course
Gotta
he
be
is.
polite.
I just
He's a
gotta make sure.
social little guy. Some people even come up and talk to him and just call him the cutest little thing in the world. They've never seen a dragon this dark. They vary in hue from light blue and cyan to deep royal blue. But he's so special.
He's, I think they call it melanistic.
This kind of older blue dragonborn woman just goes, melanistic. Right. I've heard of
Yeah.
that sounds very accurate. Yes. Well, I will leave you to it. She pulls out a little treat and feeds it to Zim.
Oh my god, my boy getting everything.
As soon as she walks away, he spits it out.
Was it like a dog treat? Like
yeah,
one of those
in your head, he
yeah.
just goes, "Mother, that was terrible. It was dry and bitter."
Bitter? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least you didn't spit it out in front of her face. That would be really rude.
He kicks it off to the side of the road. You guys continue walking. When you get close enough to Siphydia, following this main road leading there is a huge bridge with the ropes, or not ropes, but cables, a suspension bridge from Braston to Siphydia. It is a literal island, and there is a couple 100 feet long bridge to get there. And at the end of the bridge, you see two of these metal men that I described before, 8 foot tall, made out of this really nice steel that is going to resist the effects of the rain. Glowing circular glass pane in the face, and 2 Dragonborn guards standing right in front. But as you approach, they give you a nod.
Whoa. I nod back, but I'm gonna keep Atheira close, so they kind of know that she's with me.
As you begin on the bridge, just after you walk past and beginning to step on this metal, huge expanse, your foot hits it, and there's a bit of a soft reverberation, and you feel the light sway. You hear one of them call out, just, "Hey, before you go, just a heads up, guests on the island need to be out by maybe 8 o'clock.
I'm gonna be gone before then, so it's alright.
Perfect. Glad to see you're handling your business well.
Thank you.
Feed the little one a treat for me." And goes back to doing his guardly duties.
Don't worry, Tim, you'll have proper dinner later.
We sure hope so. And we will leave you guys walking across the bridge, heading your way and heading back to Siphydia. Most of the people that you're about to encounter are in fact blue dragonborns. And I'm just going to let you know that ahead of time, so I don't forget again, there's a little bit of variety here. The blue dragonborns themselves, there's the metal guards that will also be walking around, the drakes, which are mostly used by the guards, but a number of blue dragonborns will also have blue pseudo-dragons as pets, which would be about the size of Zim in his
Whoa!
unempowered state. Right now he looks like a drake with a pair of wings. A big drake with a pair of wings, I should say. It's a bit higher off the ground. But we will back away and return to our group investigating the house. If I can find the music change. Alright, you three. Hopefully, we've got a bit of a plan cooking up here. If nothing else, I want you to tell me what you do next. It seems that you are clearly a little stumped You can either attempt to brute force investigate this house now, or you could wait until later.
Should I tell them that I live there? There's a whole apartment complex, right? There's many people who live there.
I'm sure it could possibly be worth a shot if we can't think of anything else.
Okay. And I start walking in a direction.
Wait, no, Dahlia, not yet.
Why not?
Well, let's, as I said, let's see if there's any other option, perhaps.
Like what? Are you bringing your bird back?
Probably not right now, given I just watched one of these mechanized men completely obliterate.
This was a real bird.
One of my
Resaries, what do you
summons.
think? This is your idea.
I've been told not to offer myself up as a sacrifice, so my idea was probably going to be out the window.
That is.
But
that is correct.
I could distract the big metal machine long enough to get the bird through.
Well, honestly, if you two could make a big enough distraction towards the other end of the crime scene, I could probably cast invisibility on myself and just walk straight in. Hopefully, there's no locked doors or...
I mean, if you need a distraction, I know just the horse.
That would be distracting.
Cool. Loki appears next to you, just starts licking you.
Oh, okay. Yes. Dahlia, would you mind staying with Resaries, and would you be able to keep me informed if anybody walks in as I'm in there?
As long as you are within like 20 feet of me.
May be able to make that work. Lucien's going to look around for maybe like a alleyway or like an indent in the buildings close by that would be just out of view of the robot guys or any of the investigators.
Is there a
next to the
back
crime
door?
scene.
I mean, I cannot see, but is there a back door?
I guess also look for a back door in the alleyway if it's on the same building.
Like I said, in between the two buildings is a like walkway where the stairs leading up to either level are. So you could maybe get around the back. You don't know if any of the cops are back there. The crime scene itself is centralized at the front of the building where that window is broken. You may be able to get around the back. There might be cops there, maybe. I'm going to say that this alley that Isla brought you guys to, the reason she was here is because it's like just out of view of that whole scene. So you're able to like peek out and look, but you're pretty safe.
You should bring the frog though, so that Isla does not get her feelings hurt.
I can't do anything with the frog, and the last thing I need for it is to croak while I'm in the middle of a crime scene.
Then you just put it down, and they think, oh, that noise was obviously this frog.
Why don't you two take the frog? Because if it's important, I would hate to leave it on the street here to either disappear, run away, get stomped on by somebody, because most of the people in this town don't seem like they'd care enough to move their feet.
Okay, I'm gonna hold the frog. I'm gonna telepathically talk to the frog and see if it responds. Say, hello, little frog. I am Dahlia.
It ribbits.
Does that mean something? I do have the comprehending languages.
It ribbits again.
Boo.
Okay, both of you go ahead and go towards the front of the crime scene where we first entered from. And I guess Resaries, do your thing. make as much noise as possible. And as soon as y'all get started, I will go ahead and cast this on myself and try to make it inside.
Okay.
Got it. I'm gonna like turn Dahlia to where Dahlia's facing directly the way I want you to run, and say, "Go straight. Scream. Say you are saving the frog. Loki's gonna chase you. I'm gonna chase Loki."
You got it.
I'm glad your
Starts-
mic peaked, or you didn't scream. One of the two.
I didn't scream. I'm running around. I'm holding the frog like this. Say, help me! This horsey is trying to eat this frog. I didn't even know they eat frogs. Help!
And then I telepathically tell Loki, play tag.
Dahlia is blind. Give me a DC 5 dexterity check.
Man,
I think it'd be hilarious if this entire plan goes to shit because you
I
trip
immediately
over the
eat
curb and eat shit. I don't want you to. I don't want you to fail, but it would be fun.
that is 12.
Cool. You're good. Your blind sight is enough to at least keep you like within the geometric planes of the streets and curbs, sidewalks, and everything. So you run, step across a like sewer grate as you're running, and you don't wear shoes, do you? So
No, I
like
do
you
not.
feel it push into your feet, and you're like, oh, that's not a very.
No, I do not, because I float a little bit.
You float a little bit. Well, you at least feel the difference. The air still pushes on your feet, and you're like, oh, that's not fully solid. That feels weird. Keep running. Loki chases after you in a like half run, very clearly not top speed. Give me a performance check.
Fantastic.
I do have a over the table question real quick.
Sure.
While I am holding concentration for invisibility, since it is a bonus action, would I be able to cast Misty Step?
Yeah, as long as it's not concentration.
Your invisibility.
I get a plus
Oh, wait.
0.
Any spell.
No, if it's regular invisibility, no, because it will
Any
break
spell.
your concentration. If it's greater
Greater
invisibility, you'd be fine.
Oh,
Normal
yeah,
invisibility,
never mind.
no.
Yep. Yep, you're right.
What's that
Uh,
performance check?
I get a plus 0 to performance, so it is just a 15.
A 15 is still solid. You run. Tell me where. I'll let you guys decide this as a duo here. Are you just running down the street, or are you running like towards?
He very specifically pointed me towards that area, and so I'm going to be running straight until my blind sight is like, hey, you're like 5 feet from running into this thing, and then I'm just gonna run around in like circles.
Cool. You sprint there. Loki kind of canters and follows after you. You get within 5 feet of this metal person who just says, please continue around the perimeter, and then you stop and begin running in circles. It's going to repeat it a couple of times before it begins moving at you.
Help me! Help! Help!
Assessment, not a threat. It is going to kind of lightly and gingerly pick you up, walk 10 feet, and set you back on the street.
Unhand me! You do not have my consent!
Sets you down, walks right back.
I'm still running around in circles.
Cool. Lucien, that main metal man is distracted for a brief little second.
Have they gotten any of the attention of the detectives?
They look over, see that the metal one is handling it, and then just go back to like.
Does my strange appearance not distract them even for a moment?
The guy's got it handled. The big metal one is dealing with it.
Shorty, if it helps with the distraction, can I act like I'm going to cast a smite spell at Loki? Since it would be like a damaging spell for the metal guard to try to interact with.
Yeah. I'm gonna say also give me a performance check or deception, either one. I think they're gonna be the same for you.
Nope.
I would also like to
One
know
higher.
how many guards are
Just kidding.
out in the front that are visible from the street.
Okay. 1 metal guard near the entrance, 2 detectives near the entrance. Or, like, just at the corner of the building. So not immediately at the entrance, but nearby enough to see. There's another metal guard and 2 more detectives.
Okay.
What'd you get?
Performance, they are the same, so I'll just do performance. 14 plus 3, 17.
17 is very solid. You succeed enough to make this thing think you're a threat. Immediately, a blade gets drawn, smacks against Jacques as you were swinging it. You feel the smite dispelled, and this thing immediately, the kind of light blue glow switches to red, and it just says, threat detected. It's going to make a swing at you.
Tiny visions.
Okay, what are we changing?
That. I'm gonna say, right the second before he tries to do that, I say, Resaries, do not do that. Do not, do any damage spells that is going to swing on us. I do not want to get into a fight. Please.
But I
As
want.
this is happening is when I'm going to cast invisibility, by the way.
It will
and start
wreck
making
our
my way.
shit.
Don't tell me the result yet. Roll stealth with advantage and just sit on that number for a second. Okay, Resaries, you were actively warned by Dahlia.
How else are we gonna do this?
Cast non-damage spells.
Then it won't interact.
It will interact.
I
It will
agree.
just not aggro.
It starts walking away.
Cast
Yeah,
different
I
magic.
thought so. I'll cast freaking compelled duel. Not compelled duel. That's the freaking. I don't have anything. Zone of truth. Like, I'm a paladin. I don't know what you want from me. It's either smite or nothing. Like,
You cast a zone of truth. It turns back, looks at you. The glowing, like, glass orb. It's not like a flat plate. It is definitely spherical. That's centered in there. Kind of looks you up and down, like a creaking sound in its neck as it does so, and it just says, "No threat detected," and then turns around and moves right back to its spot.
I'm gonna start, like, while it's trying to, like, do that, run around him with the frog and Loki in tow.
Around the metal person?
Yeah, well, because he walked out to move me, so now I'm running around him.
Cool. As soon as you guys get within the jurisdiction of, like, the crime scene, like, approaching that, it's going to stop you and grab you again, this time a little bit harsher, and it's going to say, "Please move around the perimeter. You will not be warned again."
Stay here and chat with me a while.
He moves you 10 feet over and begins to walk back.
You should not touch people unless they tell you you can.
He begins walking away, and as long as you don't approach his area, he isn't going to respond.
What do you think of my frog? I'm walking with him.
Even when he gets to the edge of the crime scene area,
Be like 6 feet from the crime scene area.
all right, you stay far enough away, and he just doesn't respond.
Look at my frog! Ooh, Gwen taught me this. Get frogged! And I'm gonna throw the frog at him.
Thunk. No threat detected.
I'm sorry, little frog.
It pops away. Let's change it up a little bit here. Lucien,
Is that enough?
what you get on your stealth?
I
Or
feel
do you
like
want
that was
me
a
to
decent amount of time.
do you want me to tell you the
Oh,
DC
I did-
now? I was waiting for you guys to be done with this whole. He's already rolled stealth. He's good. He's been on for twice.
I actually
now.
did not roll stealth. I didn't hear that part. I was listening to the rest. That was a 15 on the die, though. That's an 18 on stealth.
Cool. You originally had advantage, but since you weren't listening and you already rolled, oh well. An 18 will do it. Being invisible, you move quietly enough where the detectives aren't going to notice you. You're out of the range of this metal guardian, and you begin to
I am
ascend
going
the
in-
steps.
Yeah.
You get up to the 3rd floor, and this corner side door closest to Dahlia and Resaries, you see them out, like, on the street, 10 feet away from the metal guardian. You watch as Dahlia throws a frog and just thunk. The door is like cracked open, and you actively hear people talking inside.
Do they sound like they're pretty close to the entrance, or do they sound like they're down a hallway?
They sound like they're in different rooms. Like a couple of them are just chatting as they pass each other.
Like different conversations?
Yeah, like you hear the intermingling of they're walking around, they're labeling evidence, they're saying like, oh hey, I got one in the bathroom, will you go double check that, make sure there's nothing else that I missed? Someone's like, oh no, already got it. Like you hear them sporadically talking to each other.
I'm going to first try to crack the door a little more, and just to see if it creaks, if it makes any noise, if anybody notices the door opening. So maybe only by a couple inches.
I'm gonna let you know there's gonna be a lot of checks if you're stealthing around this place. This is gonna be the first of many. BC 6 stealth check. Very small, very simple.
That was a 4 on the die. That's a 7.
Ooh. You're out of range for Dahlia's tiny visions here. You start to hear it squeak as people are talking, and then they stop, and you immediately quit. And then
Hey,
they start
Shorty,
talking again.
Can I use
Leave it
the
open.
ability to say we have a plan? I'm gonna let Lucien wear the boots of Elvenkind.
It's finally coming into play. For context, what is that system? Blades in the Dark that has the flashback thing? A couple of players in the party who are on the more intelligent side to help lean into that, because it's hard to play an intelligent character if you can't plan for every scenario. Get a set number of flashbacks. Resaries, you can use one of your flashbacks to give the boots of Elvenkind to Lucien.
Cool.
Lucien,
Yeah.
your footsteps are silent. You have advantage on stealth checks.
Sweet. I was just about to ask for the description.
Your footsteps are silent, essentially. So noise, you're invisible and walking silently unless you fuck up somehow. You're good.
If that
So
helps. They're in the party inventory tab. I've just been wearing them for like the past 10 sessions for no reason.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go look at those if I need. For clarification on my surroundings, I'm just making sure I have the layout.
Before we get there, before you
correct.
even enter, this flashback has one small caveat with it. The boots of Elvenkind require attunement, right?
Nope.
No? You are so lucky.
That's why
'Cause
I've
you
just
would've
been
had-
wearing them. I was
yeah,
just
you
like,
would've-
yeah, okay.
You would have had to give up one of your tattoos in order for this to work. You're walking silently, you're invisible. Sneaky boy. Layout.
Okay. I have not
There's a-
entered yet.
Yeah, there's a very small entryway, like just a coat rack and a small little bench to put shoes on. It's a pretty humble little apartment. So this is like a 5-foot entryway. Living room just beyond, and to the right you see the kitchen. There's like that wall there, so you can't see behind it, but there's another room that way, and then another room that way.
Specifically, at this door that I'm at, are there windows on either side that showing any of the rooms?
No, there's no windows on this wall that you're on.
Okay. It's just the door.
Mhm.
Okay. Lucien's got to try to open the door enough to fit through.
Cool. I mean, that 7 will get you right. You got in. So the door creaks just a bit, but you go unnoticed. You sneak in. You enter into the entryway. Immediately, you notice that there is a little, like, light blue cone with, we're just going to call this number 1. There is a stack of mail from what looks to be like a week of unattended, houseness. Just there. And they have a little cone set up to say that that is an evidence pile. But you can continue on to the living room if you want, or you can check that out. I will just let you know, every room you go in is a stealth check, and every action you do is a stealth check. The DC is low because you're invisible and walking silently, but 1 nat 1 could spell danger.
Um. He's going to sift through like the first couple. About how big is the stack of mail? Decent
mean-
size. I was gonna say first couple, but if it's like 10 letters,
I'll say the stack is kind of big. It's like 10 or 11 different things, but not all of them are letters. Some of them are like advertisements. Some of them are, you're able to tell very clearly that they're bills. But you do notice that there are a very small handful of what look to be letters.
Lucien is going to sift through and try to find those specifically.
Cool. Go ahead and give me a stealth check, and then I will tell you what you
He is going to specifically wait until he hears people talking in the other rooms before he tries to do this.
You'll have advantage. DC is 5 again.
I got a 16 on the first one.
You're
so,
good.
On the die. So
yeah, no real benefit for rolling super high here. There are 3 envelopes that are completely blank. You take them and gingerly take them out, and they are blank pieces of paper. All that's on there is at the bottom, a little S is signed. Actually, I'll say at the top, it is addressed to Bev. And then it has a bunch of blank space, and then a signed S at the bottom.
Would I be able to stash these inside my robe?
Sure. Go ahead, add the 3 mystery letters in there.
I'll just write it down and add it later.
The only room you can go into next is the living room. I'm going to consider that the same as the entryway for stealth purposes. The living room is almost like a studio apartment. Like, it's connected to the kitchen. There's not a dining room. It's pretty small and quaint. Out of the kitchen window, you do see a faint glowing light. It obviously overlooks the lake, and you're able to see a light coming from that direction if you want to go check that out. And then if you want to look around for where these other clues are, let me know.
Am I able to make a connection since I came through this other entrance? Am I able to make a connection to which area has the window, the broken window that we saw out front?
Yes, it is the living room.
It is the living room. And glowing light is how close?
Different window.
Yeah.
Kitchen window, glowing light. Living room window, broken.
Okay. He'll go check out the glowing light first before going to the living room.
Cool. Again, every action you do, stealth check. Really small DC here. You have advantage. The DC is 5. Just don't roll really poorly.
That's 11 on the die.
Cool. You go into the kitchen, and overlooking the sink is that little window, and you look out, and you see, through the rain, a very dim glow. It's kind of a pale yellow in the distance. You're able to see the island of Siphydia, and there is a sort of artificial sun placed atop a large, almost like Eiffel Tower-esque building that narrows as it gets to the top, and then it's almost like a huge light bulb that is lighting up their little island there. Will you give me a perception check? I'm going to tell you the DC first. The DC to notice what I'm about to tell you is 10, but if you roll higher than a 15, something else will happen.
Okay. Is that perception?
Yeah.
That is a 16, 17.
Cool. Give me a D8 while I describe this. The island of Siphydia, you're looking through the rain, and you don't see a wet building in sight on that island.
It's a 1.
Cool. I figure it's about time I explain this to you guys. With most new places that we go, I will find some way to make it different or interesting. Ava has already been suspect to the first one. You are suspect to the second. This place has a mechanic called dread. Basically, when you are witness to or experience really traumatic things or things that the normal mind can't fully comprehend, such as aberrant horrors or rolling too high on wisdom checks or intelligence checks, sometimes that will incur a negative effect. I will not tell you what Lucien's is. I will not tell you what Ava's is. I sent it to you. Sometimes these will happen because of bad things. Sometimes they will happen because you are simply too perceptive to the world around you. The thing that gives you the dread is not seeing the island, Lucien. It's turning back around and realizing that 10 seconds of your memory is gone. You looked out the window, at the island first, at the light. 10 seconds passed, and then you're staring at the living room. You don't know what just happened.
I don't want to ask this. Does that break concentration on invisibility?
No. No, it does not. Okay. Good question, but no.
I I really didn't want to ask it, but I have to.
Let's put a pin in this and switch gears for just a moment. Gwen, Atheira, I have excellent news. That rain sound you hear in the
Really?
back disappears. As you cross the bridge to Siphydia, as you get closer to the island, this fake sun shining, you can finally see everything, it's no longer dark, and something, somehow, is stopping the rain from falling on the island. You see it above you, falling really high above, but then it just kind of swoons to the side and lands in the lake, not on the island. You enter, the streets are beautiful, like light gray and cobbled, not the gross, dirty, mossy from the rest of the city. People are walking every which way. You pass by a young dragonborn just kind of like walking and whistling, little pseudo dragon sitting on his shoulder. He sees you, points at Zim, who is still enlarged, I'm assuming, so very large. He just goes, "Whoa, guy's getting big, huh?
Yeah, he's a big, strong boy.
What are you feeding him? I need to help this one out. You look at the size of a bird."
He eats whatever I eat.
You don't have like a special diet or anything?
Nope.
Best of days to you. And he's gonna continue on his merry way. And the streets are kind of filled with people walking. Now, I don't know if you have a lead on how to find this doctor person, but I'll just let you tell me what you hope to do.
Yeah, but before the kid goes away, we're like, hey, you, wait, hold on. Do you happen to know where a dragon type doctor is around here?
He says, "Oh, yeah, for them," and he points at his blue dragon or his blue pseudo dragon. Yeah. Miss Karis. She's, oh gosh, I wish I could tell you. She's on Long Hall Street. You'll go about 6 blocks that way. You'll find the street, turn left, and then you'll see her sign.
Alright, thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. And he's gonna just continue on.
Come on, Atheira.
Alright, so are we trying... Why are we going to a doctor for Sim?
You know how he can't... Well, you know how he can't speak, right?
I just thought that's what he He chose not to.
No, he like literally cannot. There's something wrong with his throat.
He face palms.
So other dragons can speak, like us.
Yeah. Huh. That's what I was told growing up, at least.
Maybe,
And, you know-
I'll go like, maybe he's stinted.
What? Oh, don't say that about him.
Sorry.
You see, he's actually like struggling to stretch to like scratch his ear.
I know, you might be right. And Atheira, and Gwen's gonna open up her pocket. Do you think my frog's gonna be okay here? Because, you know, it's not raining over here.
Well, I don't. Do frogs need water all the time to survive?
I mean, no, but they like to be moist, you know?
Well, if he gets too dry, I can
Okay, I just
conjure some water.
didn't know if you had, like, some advice or anything since, you know, you're druid and all.
Yeah, I don't normally deal with frogs, but I think maybe not. I feel like the pocket is probably worse for him than the fact that it's not raining.
Really? Because I feel like he would stay moist in my pocket, because we're kind of
I do.
moist right now from being
No,
in the
what?
rain.
Ribbit. Zim is eyeing that thing.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing all this as we're like walking down to the to the street.
Zim is like accidentally like stumbling and like bumping into things as he's walking because he's eyeing that frog, actively licking his lips a little bit.
Zim,
What I use?
knock it. I was just saying, knock it. All right, not having that right now.
He knocks on the ground.
No.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah, I think you might be onto something. Don't tell him I said
We'll
that.
see. We'll see what the doctor says. I'm also gonna use
Mother, I can
elemental
hear you.
and just like spray the frog
Yeah,
in your
a
pocket.
light mist over it.
Thank you. My pants are even more wet now.
I mean, it seemed like that's what you were asking for.
Yeah, he's only in here temporarily. We're just temporary buddies.
But Gwen, this section of the city feels incredibly welcoming and warm to you. There's a little bit more life here than anywhere else. The other parts of the city, most of the animals that you're going to see are rats or frogs, maybe some snakes, maybe the occasional bat, but they are all like wet, semi-aquatic creatures. The occasional stray cat or dog may be found like hiding out under someone's roof, but here you're walking out loud and proud. Everything is safe from the constant torrential downpour looming over your head. But the people seem incredibly nice. They keep giving you like smiles and waves. A couple of them odd looks to Zim, but ultimately nothing that they seem incredibly worried about, as far as you know. You eventually get to Madame Karras's little doctor's office. There's a large sign. It is not glowing like the rest of the city. It is hand-painted and beautiful. You open this large door with a huge like window in the middle, able to see in, and it's a very like comfy-looking doctor's office. There's rugs, comfy chairs, bean bags. You open it up, and there is a secretary, a blue dragonborn, like a young guy, maybe 17 or 18, sitting there actively filing papers and writing things down, double checking a calendar. He sees you come in and he just says, yes, what can I do for you? Did you have an appointment today, or would you like to make one?
I'd like to do you guys not do walk-ins?
Not typically. We do emergency services if necessary, but that is usually if someone is harmed or injured kind of thing. If you're just doing a normal checkup, would like to schedule an appointment.
Well, there is something like wrong with him, but it's not like super duper urgent.
He kind of narrows his eyes a little bit and he says, mean, would you call it a pressing matter? Is it something that is harming his quality of life?
Zim, would you say this is harming your quality of life? He says yes.
Right. Let me go check with... He kind of looks at Zim and confused a little bit. I'll go check with Madame Karras and see if we can't squeeze you in after our next appointment. If you will, go ahead, take a seat.
Okay, thank you.
He walks back, and then a couple seconds later, you hear a loud and kind of shrill voice just go, "A black dragon?" Ma'am, I'm so sorry. We're going to have to reschedule your appointment. And she ushers someone out who is just like, they have a little pseudo dragon with like the equivalent of a band-aid on his toe.
Oh.
So small. So frail. They usher them out. They're like, today's session completely on me. Don't worry. Fully covered. She turns. It is this... I don't know how to describe what I'm envisioning in my mind. Can Dragonborns get wrinkles? They have scales. So like
an iguana.
Yeah. She kind of has almost iguana-like skin where it's a little wrinkly. The blue has faded a little bit. Her horns are like chipped in a couple of places. She is wearing a very loose-fitting, like, white doctor's robe. But she turns and she looks and she sees you with Zim right there. Atheira, you're just kind of with them. She says, "Oh my. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Madame Karras Angedel. I have not seen you before. I would remember."
Hello, Madame Karras. I'm Elle. This is my friend, Atheira, and this is Zim right here.
Zim, she kneels down. Zim is hesitant about this woman. She reaches for his paw and he kind of picks it up very sassily. She says, No, that's fine. If you don't want to be touched, we do not have to do that. What brings you in today?
He can't talk.
Throat issues. She begins like leaning down and examining his throat. She says, "Right. Well, we'll have to bring you back. Hopefully," and she looks at him, "you'll have to get comfortable with some physical contact because in order for me to check out your throat, I'm gonna have to, have you open wide and look in and poke and prod and touch a couple of things."
I'll give you a big roast after if you let her do that.
Deal. She says, "Right this way," and begins to bring you back into her office. But we will pause that one right there and get back to Lucien. The rain continues. Just a soft chorus of thuds on the roof. You were in the kitchen, which is attached to the living room. There's still a little bit more in the living room to find. You checked out the window looking to the island of Siphydia. Do you want to continue looking around this room, or do you want to move somewhere else?
He's going to take a moment to try to, I guess, come to terms with what just happened. Whenever he looked at the island, and then he is going to shake it off and move towards the living room and try to see if he can find the window that he saw broken outside, and then investigate starting from there and trying to find a trail of either scattered items, damage, any kind of clues further back into the apartment from that window.
Sure. Give me an investigation check. The one thing I think has really worked out this session is you guys sent the intelligence person to check out the house.
The investigation person in specific.
Yeah.
The investigation person also got a nat 20.
Okay, I'm just going to tell
Would you like me to roll my advantage?
No, it's fine. I'm going to tell you everything that's in this room, and I'm even going to give you some hints as to the other rooms. First thing, this window was not broken in, it was broken out. There is very little glass in the living room. A lot of it is spilled out on the street, like I said. You are able to immediately, see the projection of what happened. Beverly, to your assumption, unless it was someone else, jumped out of this window. Along with that, you're going to find something that the detectives did not. Very subtle, stuck in a book as a bookmark, but you recognize it just somewhere on the edge of your memory. It's a little black and gold card that you vaguely remember seeing at the Bitter Troll. On a nat 20, just to make sure you get this information, I'm not going to ask what you do. I'm going to say that you take that card out of the book very carefully, and you see the number 6 imprinted on the other side. And we'll say that you pocket that. You keep it. The other rooms. You have the bathroom and the bedroom. Those are the only other two. The bedroom also has the closet if you wanted to check that out. There might be some stuff there. The bathroom could potentially be useful. You heard a lot of action going on in those two rooms. One of the detectives is going to walk out into the living room and just say, taking a smoke break, this is getting a little too tough. And he's going to exit and crack the door behind him.
Did I see? This might be something that I can't notice. But did I notice any kind of even small debris, blood stains, or like anything like trailing either to the window that would basically be signs of another person in that house or some kind of altercation happening leading to the leaping out the window? Initially, Lucien would want to look towards the door as a path from the door to maybe the living room and then to the window.
Mm-hmm.
But if he doesn't find anything there, he would probably see if there was any kind of trail from either the back door or from one of the rooms, or with the window as the final destination.
On your nat 20, I'll give you this much before you have to make any other checks. You are able to notice that the door, the hinges look like they are just a little loose. It's where that squeak came from as you were trying to enter.
From the door?
On this nat 20,
two doors?
There's just the one door in. So,
oh, okay. I've been thinking about this the wrong way. Okay.
The door in. So you're looking for like signs of a fight or like why did she jump out the window, trying to piece this together. You're able to see that on a nat 20 with your bonus is ridiculous. That's like what, a 29?
No, it's a 34.
Alright. On a 34, the door was broken in and fixed. You're able to see the light seams around like where the lock goes into the wall. Both the door and the wall have some like spots where they were damaged, but like fixed, potentially even painted over. The hinges are just a little loose, and that is the only remnant because it wasn't broken. They were just jostled a little bit. Someone was trying to get in, so she got out. There's no signs of a fight. You got out before they got in.
Okay. I think he would be satisfied with that with the living room before he goes to, or he would move on to, what was the last room? We did look through the kitchen, had that living room, bedroom, bathroom.
Yep.
Is bathroom closer?
They're the same distance.
Okay. He would want to go to the bathroom and check specifically if there's no one in there, or really too close nearby.
There is one person in each room. If you're heading to the bathroom, I'm not going to make you roll stealth. I want a dexterity saving throw this time. You begin walking down the
Um,
hall silently and invisibly. And just as you are walking down the hall, the blue dragonborn detective is going to come out shaking his head and walk right past you.
You want me to make a dex save for that?
Yes.
I was gonna throw something across the room and have him go look at it, but that is a. What's my dex? 18. 15 plus 3.
Yeah, that'll certainly do it. You violently lean up against the wall. He walks right past you. You hold your breath. After he gets about 5 feet away, you exhale, continue on to the bathroom. He also seems to leave, so the last one is in the bedroom. You get to the bathroom. You see the medicine cabinet above the sink is left open, and there's a couple of little tents popped up next to different, like, medicines. There's a couple of, like, bits of makeup. There's a hairbrush, a bunch of normal stuff. You see that some evidence folders are put up by the medicine.
With my recent dive into alchemy, would I have a better chance at recognizing some more obscure medicines in this cabinet?
I might give you a bonus, but it will still be a medicine check, not an alchemist supplies check. But
what if
before
they're
you get
potions?
there, before you get there, on the floor are a couple of broken vials. So it looks to be that there's about 6 in total, 3 broken and 3 unbroken. The 3 that are broken looked like they were empty when they were broken. There was one that was broken that had stuff in it, and then 3 left intact. And they are
So 2
on the floor.
broken
Yeah.
empty, 1 broken with something in it.
Yes. So I misspoke on that. They are on the ground with another one of those little tents beside it, and then another tent beside the broken empty ones, and another tent beside the broken one with liquid. The liquid on the ground, let me roll a check really quick, is this bright orange that almost seems to like flicker a little bit. Kind of like an ember, but it is a liquid.
Do I recognize this at all?
No. You probably assume it's a potion,
I would.
but no, it does not ring any bells. You can give me an alchemist supplies check if you want to try to potentially deduce some of its properties.
Yeah, I think that's possible.
Make that, and then make a stealth check.
That is a 12 on the alchemists, and then another a nat 20 on the.
Cool. I'm about to just make you stop rolling.
I got a 10 and a 20.
For the alchemist supplies check on a 12, it's probably a little too far gone. Like, the liquid's been sitting there for a while. It's mostly dried and just kind of sticky on the ground, but it still retains that, like, shiny, bright orange quality. Your best guess is it might have something to do with fire, like fire resistance, maybe doing something to deal with fire damage, but that's your best guess, and it's really hard without having the actual potion there.
You said it's a bright orange?
Yes. I mean, at this point, it is pretty faded, but it does still have, like, a magical hue to it.
Okay. Stealth check, is that other detective, is he moving around right outside the bathroom now, or is he, like, heading out with the rest of them?
Yeah, I'll say that he exits the bedroom, comes down, and then he's just kind of standing in the living room, looking around, shaking his head.
Okay. Lucien's going to real quick scan over the medicines in the cabinet. just to see if anything pops out of the blue.
Cool. Give me a medicine check, and I'll let you add a +3 to it. The DC to actually identify all the things about this is a 20.
I got a 12.
Sick.
So.
I don't have the names off the top of my head, but I will say that you look at the bottles and remember like 2 main ingredients from each of the 2 medicines that were in her cabinet, and you might be able to figure something out with those later. I'm not going to make up medicine names. I'm going to sound really dumb. Jocelyn has called me out many times before for not looking stuff up beforehand. We're going to move on.
And after that is when Lucien will make his way. First, he will double check, make sure the guard is in living room and looks like he's staying in living room before moving to the bedroom.
Yeah, it looks to be so.
Do I need to roll again as I'm moving?
Yes.
Rooms. Double check my. That is a 9.
The DC for moving, you're literally moving silently and you're invisible. It's just a matter of not like tripping and falling or actively making noises yourself. A 9 will be fine. The DC for this is like 5 typically. You make your way over to the bedroom. You see that a couple of tents are put up around stuff that you don't think is very important. It seems like the detectives have sort of run into a dead end in this room. Anything that you learn is going to have to be from your mind, not theirs.
Alright. Real quick, he's just going to look over the items in the different tents. Could I get just like a very brief overview?
Yeah.
As if he was just glancing
So
over.
the bedroom is like the rest of the apartment, pretty small, pretty quaint. The bed takes up most of the space. The closet has 2 sliding doors, and right now they are mostly open. You see most of that is taken up by like kind of older shirts, a couple of sets of pants, 1 or 2 dresses, and then some like work uniforms off to the side, kind of shoved all the way at the end. One of the pillows is like jostled a little bit, so they put a tent on that. There is a window that's also overlooking the lake, and it was, dirty and scratchy, but they put a thing up there, potentially thinking that she might have been watching out of that window. She has a nightstand.
Dirty and scratchy.
It looks like normal wear and tear. Like, it doesn't look like someone was trying to
Okay.
get in that way. Which is why I said none of this seems to be fitting in with the nat 20 that you rolled earlier. You're able to like deduce and say, okay, they haven't found anything important here. But her room definitely still has more stuff for you to find with a decent investigation check.
After seeing the bathroom, Lucien is going to kind of glance around like the floor just to see if there's any. Is this like hardwood carpet? It's not like what?
Hardwood.
Okay. He's going to see if there's any broken glass, kind of like hidden between any like seams of wood or in the corners or something, along with any kind of liquid or anything. As
Nope,
if there were more vials broken.
not in here, no.
And he is going to, I guess, attempt to. Is there a space underneath the bed for storage or anything? Or even just a little bit of room?
Yeah, there is.
He is going to kneel down and take a look under there.
Cool. You look down. I'll say, still give me that investigation check.
That is a 26.
On a 26, you are able to probably put together that the area underneath this bed looks to have been recently cleaned out. I will still give you some more information, because the 26 is good. But it looks like there might have been some stuff under here that was recently moved or taken or placed elsewhere. On a 26, you look around, and I'm going to say that from here, after getting underneath the bed and getting back up, you're able to see those work uniforms more clearly. Something that sticks out to you is you see that she has 2 diving suits up, which you kind of already knew. You were filled in. She works down at the docks. She dives into the water and helps clean off the bottom of boats. You also see a power plant uniform. It's this kind of greenish gray color with a yellow and orange symbol of Detricol Power Plant. The thing that kind of sticks out to you about it is that there's just one. Most of the time when you have a work uniform, you have more than one. She has 2 diving suits in there.
Just to confirm, we didn't see a body outside?
Nope. Hold on. I'm hearing Druidic from you, but I think it's me.
I agree, because it's also coming from the music.
Oh my gosh. What is happening?
Wah, 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 wah.
I love that this is recording locally.
Yeah.
We're going to get to see all of this on the post. All right. We had a forced break, but we are back. Lucien, you are still in the house. You are in Beverly Cartwright's base room. Bedroom.
There you go.
Bedroom. We'll get
You got there.
You have pointed out that the fact that not only that there is a Detricol power plant uniform, because you did not know that she worked there, but the fact that there's only one kind of sticks out to you. I will just let you know that there is one more thing to be found in this bedroom. If you specifically point out where to look, I will not make you roll a stealth check. But if you just want to roll investigation, you can also roll stealth.
I will say over the table right now. Actually, I do need clarification before I make this decision. Either investigating any pockets or anything in the existing power plant uniform, or her bed. Does it have a box spring mattress on top, kind of situation, or anything where she could hide?
No, I'm gonna say it's
papers.
a mattress.
Okay. Okay. Not gonna bother investigating that. Yeah, he's gonna move towards closet and investigate any pockets or inside of just investigate the uniform in general.
Cool. Go ahead, give me a investigation check.
That is a 27.
God, I forgot. You're just stupid good.
That's a 13 plus a 14.
You go through some of the pants, scouring through the pockets, and you do find something. You find a coin. It's almost a little memento token. It has on the face a woman who looks kind of youthful, joyous. She is smiling and leaning and laughing. She has a tilted crown on her head, and across the top of the coin it says Lady Fortune. This does not resemble any gold piece that you've ever seen. You don't even think it is gold. It is just a small little coin with a...
That's on one face or both faces?
That's on... I'll say it's on one face, and then you flip it over and you see the other one, and it's her with the exact same pose, but with her mouth in a frown instead.
Lucien's going to pocket the coin. And that was the only thing I found on the uniform?
Yes. Or that wasn't even in the uniform, that was in a different set of clothes. The uniform doesn't have anything on it.
Okay. I think he's going to do one more pass around just a quick scan through the closet to make sure there's nothing else
Yeah.
of interest.
27 investigation. You found pretty much everything that seems to be found.
One last question. The cones, or like the little tents set up, are they like the tiny, like, number tents that are like 3 or 4 inches tall?
Yeah.
Lucien is going to start heading back out towards the door, and he's going to grab one of those on the way out and stuff that as well.
Cool. You stuff that like in your little satchel. Give me one last stealth check. Actually, you just roll flat instead of with advantage because you have to make 2. 1 check to get past the guard, 1 check to open the door. DC for this is going to be 8.
I don't remember closing the door behind me on my way out unless one of the guards did.
The guard did. They didn't close it all the
Okay.
way. It's still cracked, but
Okay. That is a 14 for the first one. You said a second one.
I just rolled once.
And if I got a 14 and a 15.
But I'm making you roll twice. It's effectively the same as rolling once.
Okay, I got a 14 and a 15. So
Yeah, you're going to succeed regardless. The DC was a little bit higher, but you clearly exceed it silently, invisibly. Navigate out of the building, make your way past. The guards are like standing on the rail looking out over the crime scene. You make your way down the steps, exit the rear side of the building. And a couple minutes later, eventually you approach Dahlia and Resaries, who are probably by this point back across the street, kind of in that alley, standing under an awning to cover themselves from the rain.
Lucian's going to dispel invisibility. Once he feels like the coast is clear and none of the detectives are looking at him.
How did it go?
Went really good. It seems like she may have had a visitor that caused this entire scene. Not too sure on who that could be, but I believe I have some leads. And then Lucian's going to drift his focus for a second. Did you lose the frog?
Oh, I threw it.
Where did you throw the frog?
I threw it at the robot, like Gwen taught me.
Lucian's going to look over towards the robot and see if he can see a frog.
No, it's gone.
Why did you want the frog?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I think we should meet up with the rest of the group now.
Okay. You can tell us what happened on the way.
I will give a brief summary on the way.
Cool. And you guys begin heading out, and with that, we will shift once again back to our friendly little dragonborn doctor, Miss Karis Angedel.
Yes!
Gwen, Atheira, Zim. Madam Karis brings you back into a nice office with very colorful posters on the wall. There's a couple of toys for pseudo dragons and stuff to play with. This is very clearly not where drakes usually get taken. Gwen, give me a raw intelligence check, if you will.
Okay. Oh, that wasn't very good. That's a 5.
This place is cool.
Sick.
They've got colors on the walls. They've got they got building blocks. Zim, not interacting. You actively playing with the building blocks.
Yes.
Both of you guys get brought into this kind of smaller office. She encourages him. She's like, "Okay, come on up here. Come on." And she pats up on this. I don't know what to call it, like an island shelf kind of thing. Zim gingerly hops up, a little too big for it, and kind of hunkers himself down. And she says, okay, so you said that he had some throat problems, so he's not able to speak.
Yeah, he's supposed to talk and he can't talk, so... Seeing if you can maybe figure out what's going on there.
Well, you know pseudo-dragons can't talk. Drakes can't talk.
Neither can talk?
No. Pseudo-dragons, they get the telepathy. They can do that. But no talking. And she is kind of smirking at you a little bit.
Well... Atheira, should I just say that he's not, you know?
I mean, we came all this way.
Yeah, he's not a pseudo dragon and he's not a drake, he's a dragon, so.
What? No!
No.
Frankly, I'm
no
unimpressed
way.
if you couldn't tell that.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty obvious he's got wings and all that.
Come here. She pulls you into a huddle with including Zim, and she says, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a little smarter than I let on, okay? I knew he was not a pseudo-dragon or a drake from the moment
Could
I laid
have
eyes
maybe
on him.
started with that.
My assistant at the front kind of told me, you know, the wings, the different color. I didn't think it was an accident. This is not melanation. This is something different. And I cannot say how excited I am to be able to partake in this.
Then
Did have
can
to
you,
say
you
it
know,
so close?
get started with it maybe?
Sure. I gotta be honest with you though. I've never worked on a dragon.
Well, I'm hoping maybe your knowledge with the not real dragons can maybe help in this situation.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. We might be able to get something done. But I'm gonna be honest. I'll do my normal medical examination, and between you and me, for the pseudo dragons and the drakes and stuff, specifically the drakes, normal medical practice gets them just fine. Pseudo dragons will have sometimes come across like magically sourced issues, so I might have to do a little bit of that if you guys are comfortable with it. I might have to do some magical examination.
As long as you're not, like, hurting him or something.
No, it might tickle, might sting. That's about it.
Otherwise, do you think maybe, like, a dragonborn doctor, since you guys got a lot of dragonborns here, would possibly help too?
I mean, I would be better at it than them. Dragonborn's not nearly as susceptible to the magical viruses, diseases, and ailments that pseudo-dragons are, so you came to the right place.
Yeah.
Okay. She's gonna spend about 10 minutes investigating Zim in various ways. She's gonna have him, like, cough a little bit. He's going to attempt to roar, and just, like, a tiny little eek comes out, just like a little squeak. She has him, like, stretch and move. She helps, like, crack his neck. Best feeling in the world for him. Oh my god. Fantastic. But after all of these exams, she eventually just leans back, huffs, and this is a tough one to crack. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that you're that the young one here is at all physically ailed. He seems to be in perfect healthy shape.
There's, like, nothing weird looking in his throat or anything.
Well, I will be honest. He is weirdly big for how old I'm assuming he is.
He's pretty old.
No. I have to disagree. As the doctor here,
He's pretty old.
he is, at the oldest, 12 years old.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, that is true. Now listen, dragons can grow at various rates, and I'm assuming that you two have a sort of connection here. We can be honest in this room, right? Like, these four walls are safe for all of us?
I would hope so.
Okay. I already started the magical examination. I know that he's being like magically empowered. I can tell that he is not at his biological true self right now. I'm not going to be able to accurately assess him otherwise.
Okay, get out of that thing, Zim.
He Mario powers
Could've
down.
just
And
said
just he shrinks to about the size of like a medium dog. Like not super big. Like just barely getting into the size of a medium creature. She looks at him and she says, okay, now this is much more like it. Zim kind of frowns a little bit. Now he's small. He doesn't look as big. He doesn't intimidating. She continues, but now she's doing a couple of things that Atheira, you would probably recognize as effectively a druid version of like identify or detect poison and disease. And she's going through these sort of magical rituals, setting up different materials, doing different checks, still kind of like checking out his mouth every once in a while, just like, yep, still the same. Moving him around, checking his wings, until eventually she does one of these. And Gwen and Atheira, you watch as her eyes light up. She says, oh.
Figure it out.
I think so. I'm making a couple of assumptions, but I'm going to have you help me make sure those assumptions are correct, because I think I have it. I think I know what's going on. Now, one can never be completely certain, but I am like 99% sure that if my hunch is correct, that I know what this is. Now, would I be correct to assume that you two share a magical connection?
Yeah, he can
And
speak
would
in
I
my
be
mind.
correct to assume that he gets big because of your magical connection? Like you give him some of your magic and he gets bigger.
Yes.
Okay. So here's the thing. Here's what I'm assuming. I think this is right. This little guy should be bigger than he is right now. As a matter of fact, when you empower him, you are growing him to the size that he should be. He shouldn't be this small. I'd usually work with small ones like him, like pseudo dragons, but we've already established, he's not a pseudo dragon. He's a dragon. So,
Yep.
dragons get real big. And the older they get, the bigger they get, the stronger they get. But this little guy, he's not growing. He stopped. Now, magical in nature this is? Yes, of course. But he's not sick. As a matter of fact, this is kind of a leap from me. That was what I was sure of. This is what I'm not sure of. You want to come here for a second? And she brings you over to look at him.
I don't think you're giving me a choice, but yeah.
Yeah. You don't have a choice. This is your boy. Now, don't look. Look at me.
Looking.
Okay. What element are black dragons associated with? Like, I'm sure you've read up. You know them.
Acid.
What color is acid?
Green.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow. Sometimes.
It's any of those, right? Right. She gestures back to Atheira. She was like, yeah, you get it. Okay. Now I want you to look, and I want you to tell me what color his eyes are right now.
I'm
gonna let you know. Ever so slight retcon here. It's not even a retcon, it's just an adjustment to something that we never fully clarified.
Okay.
I am going to send... I think I have it downloaded. Oh, I don't know where it went. His eyes are kind of a dull, orangey, metallic color. Ever since he touched that skeleton, Kinma, it's kind of changed something about him. Before then, he had these like dull, pale gray eyes that were like a tiny hint of blue, maybe. But since then, and since he's started growing, his eyes are the color of it's like a mixture. It's this dull kind of rust orange and like a pale cyan turquoise blue.
Okay. Interesting.
And she says, so here's my guess. Here's what I'm thinking. Now, I don't know the first thing about this. I don't have the privilege of these things existing so commonplace that I would be able to work on them. But with the check that I just did, and with the color of his eyes, and with the stunt to his growth, and the inability to speak, I don't think your son is a black dragon.
I mean, he's clearly black and a dragon, so I don't know.
Yeah. Out here. I'm sorry to pry. I was doing some magical investigating and decided to kind of check out the room, do what I do. You're also attuned to magic, yeah? Yeah. Quiet one in the back. What elf with the pointy ears? Who?
Oh, you're talking to me.
Yeah.
Vera!
Those big eyes of yours don't see much, do they?
She makes up for it with the big ears.
True. I should have.
Excuse me. I'm perceptive with all of my senses.
Okay.
Don't have to brag.
Well, hey, you might know what I'm talking about a little more than you. There's a spell. I couldn't do it if I tried, but it's a spell that if someone passes on, you can bring them back in a new body, right? Do you two and two together? You put them together. Now listen, I'm not well versed in dragonology or the methods in which they operate. Again, well, pseudo dragons I can tell you, drakes I can tell you, dragonborns I can tell you, dragons beyond me. But I think your boy is having a little bit of a crisis of identity because the outside doesn't match the inside. And how you fix that, I don't know. But what I can tell you is what's inside cannot grow while the outside is actively resisting that. And what's outside cannot allow what's inside to grow for some reason. It's hard to wrap your head around. It's hard for me to even articulate. But he's not a black dragon. He shouldn't be, at least, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Well, his eyes used to be a different color, if that says anything.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm assuming being magical creatures that their eyes can change colors as they age. But I think that's just more of a testament to the fact that it does not match. Point being, I think you got two options here. If the outside is a black dragon and the inside is what I can only assume to be a copper, you can either make the inside match, you know, wherever a black dragon may be, to fix that problem, you tell me, or you make the outside match and you keep his sort of magical self the same and just transmit it into another.
So you're saying that's gonna fix his throat?
His throat is just one symptom of this, and she's kind of like gently petting on Zim, and she says, "Actually, there's going to be a lot more symptoms as he gets older." I said he's probably about 11 right now, right? Dragons, real young, can fly. Has this little guy ever done such a thing?
He can fly, but he can't fly while anyone's riding him. because I think we're too heavy.
Now, is that him or is that you him?
Okay, yeah, it might be me him. He does it when he's big, so.
So, like I said, when you empower him, when you give him your magic and make him stronger, that's what he should look like right now.
Okay. Well, do you know how about to go through this or whatever?
I mean, without knowing where he's from or how you guys came into contact or anything about his heritage. No, I got no clue.
Well, we found him in a swamp in Wisteria.
Okay, swamp checks out. Black dragon, yeah.
Uh,
Copper, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, his dead mum.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was a skeleton by the time we found him.
So, let me ask a couple questions here. Describe how the skeleton looked, specifically the horns. I'm not going to make you fully recreate this from memory. If you just want to say you describe it, that is...
I describe it because I don't know what kind of horns we're talking about. They like swoosh, they're like circle, what are they?
Never before has it been relevant or been able to be tested. But I will point out now, she notices you described the horns of the adult dragon that you found, and now that Zim has gotten older and grown just a little bit, they do not match his horns. The horns of the other one was kind of a set of two. Both of them came back from the eyes. One of them went and curved up. The other one was just a little bit lower and kind of followed. His, as they have grown, have curved and started to turn downwards like a black dragon's should. So, Madame Karis looks at you and she says, okay, listen, I'm going to stop you right there. I understand that none of us are well-versed in how this should work because it just shouldn't. Most people don't even think they're real. I'm seeing one for the first time in my life. I didn't know that they were still around. If that was his parent, wasn't? That sounds like look at the horns, compare them. Right? Do you want to start making guesses?
Are they like similar to Keenma's horns? Shardy's thinking real hard right
I
now.
am thinking real hard. Let me double check something really quick.
That's the only other dragon horn I've seen.
Yeah.
So.
True. Keenma.
Real quick.
No. Yes.
Did you see the journal entry that I threw in game chat, Izzy?
No.
You
yellow.
You should 100%. You should 100% just read that just in case.
For context, for people who can't actively see our Discord channel, which is everyone, in Layman's journal, one of the things that the party has read about is Varied, who was the Dragonborn's wood elf dragon sorcerer person in there. His dragon companion, Yinlei, was a platinum dragon who could, access all the different elements. And over the table, Gatlin is saying that that's what's happening right now.
In the journal entries that I just posted, like today that I forgot to post, directly connects a lot of our party members to party members of Layman and Cortez's party. And then this conversation started happening, and I had been freaking out on the sideline, which is why I sent that journal entry.
Well,
I will pin that post. I'll pin that there.
I remembered one of them had like a dragon companion. That was it.
To let you know, Izzy, no. Keenma's horns did look different. They were not the same. They might have been a little similar, but they were definitely like two distinct different dragons. Madame Karis is sitting here making assumptions. She's like, okay, so black dragon horn, I'm seeing them. They're like this. When they grow, I'm sure they're going to come and point down. The ones that you were describing to me, the kind of two that fan up, those are going to be the copper. Do you want to start making guesses here? Yeah, I can't say anything for certain. I'm going to kind of work with you, not for you.
I think I understand, but
I mean, you can say over the table.
I think if Zim was resurrected, like with that spell that she was talking about, that body was not Zim's parent, but Zim. In his copper dragon form. And this is just a reincarnated Zim.
She looks at you and she says, now my question is, the thing that I still don't understand, is if a copper dragon had a black dragon child, where did they get the egg? Clearly it wasn't theirs. So, like, there's gotta be a black dragon somewhere. Oh my god. So there's a black dragon somewhere. This one should be copper. I think I know. Okay. I've done a lot of talking. You guys are going to have to participate here. Otherwise, I'm going to start saying
yeah, you keep rattling on. I'm not quite sure. Like, well, I'm trying to absorb
fill in
all
the air.
information.
There's a lot of information. This is all new. This is all exciting. I think I know how to fix your problem. I don't know if you're going to like it. I don't know if you're going to be able to do it.
Okay. Spill it. Spill the beans.
I heard a note of recognition from Misperception in the back.
No, you're gonna tell her, not me.
Are you familiar with the hierarchy of dragons and the association of their colors with like different morality?
Yeah.
Cool. So we can agree that metallic dragons are typically good and black and chromatic dragons are typically evil, right? Your son doesn't seem evil to me. He's clearly got the personality.
He's a very good boy.
Yeah, he's a great boy. He's a great boy. He's scratching behind his horn. And she says, I think in order to get him to start growing again, you're going to have to kill the black dragon that he came from.
Where am I supposed to find that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
It's my only guess, and I have no idea if it's right or not.
Is it gonna be in a dungeon? Do we get to kill a dragon in a dungeon? The prophecy?
The prophecy is complete. And she says, so again, I don't know how this happened. I don't know how you're describing to me a dead copper dragon and an egg that hosts that copper dragon in some form or fashion. Clearly the body is restraining that, and in order to free it, you're gonna have to, I think someone wise once said, release your inhibitions.
Feel the rain on your skin.
I think I've heard that one before from my good friend Thatch.
Old poem, yeah. So, again, shot in the dark. Good luck to you. But I can't fix this. That's gonna have to be you.
Well, at least you kind of figured out a solution.
Yeah. Like I said, the soul doesn't quite match the body, and in order for him to grow, the soul's gonna have to match the body. So he's gonna have to either be. I'm speaking in metaphor. I need you to know that this is all like a linguistic translation of a magical anomaly.
Okay, good thing you're telling me that, because this is not my first language, so I might take it literally.
She starts speaking in Draconic.
Oh, sick!
You think we don't have our own language on this island? Of course we do. Now much more prim and proper, she says, okay, so my best assumption, my best guess is that Can I tell you a story?
Yes.
This is not research. This is not magical knowledge. This is not anything. But it is said that dragons, because they are so unique and important and powerful, two cannot exist at the same time of the same type. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That is what I'm getting at here. Your young boy is growing because of his copper soul. But that will only get him so far because his body is actively fighting. His body should not exist yet because the only limiting factor I can see, the black dragon that he came from, still exists.
Okay. It makes sense to me, I guess.
I'm glad
It's
it makes
kinda
sense
weird,
to you.
but-
It does not make sense to me.
It's kind of weird, but yeah, I think I've figured it out.
Yeah, it's... I wish you absolutely the best of luck. This session, free of charge. I only ask that you come back and tell
Thank
me.
you.
I will keep this information a secret from the royal family, so long as you promise to do so.
Royal family.
Yes.
Whoa. Yeah, no, I want to know. I don't even know who they are.
It's very clear to me that you are not from here. I'm assuming both of you. I don't know where you are from. I would love to know, but you will be able to act pretty freely under this guise that you have, pretending to be someone from here. However, the royal family is apparently divinely blessed by that blue dragon that we were all descended from. I can't imagine what they would do should they find out that another dragon exists, and especially one in such close proximity.
Who is that blue dragon you guys are descended from?
Siphydia. That's what the island is named after. That's what the royal family is named after.
Yeah, never heard of that.
Well, I'm glad to help you join the family. So
I mean, is that dragon still alive, or is it long gone?
Are you kidding? Most people think of these things as only stories. Again, this is the first dragon I've ever seen in my life.
I just don't know if you've ever heard of it or anything. I mean, like,
no.
My dragon, where I've come from, I've, seen her, but she's dead, so...
Well, like many of the divine beings that so many people worship and revere, nowhere to be found. So this deific creature she... somewhere. Certainly not here.
You ever heard of Keenma?
Bless you?
No, okay, I'll take that as a no.
She switches back to calm at this point so Atheira can understand. And she says, yeah, I don't understand what that was. What is that a word in a different language?
Nope.
Is it a name?
Yeah,
Place?
it's a name.
Thing? Okay.
Name and place.
Name and place.
Like this place. Name and place.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you can kind of put together dragon,
Oh.
right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you're from there?
Yeah, I was just wondering if you ever heard of it.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
And you know what I'm
This
wondering?
is between you and me,
You know what I'm
by the way.
If-
What you wondering?
If this is true, and if all of our assumptions are correct, and that only one dragon of each type can exist at once, where the hell did you come from?
Well, I've been told that she's not a blue dragon, even though I thought she was this, my whole life. So, I'm not quite sure.
Well, hey, welcome to the family, the Absent Ancestor Club.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Welcome. Now, I'm gonna be honest. You probably don't want to walk around with him too much here, because if someone from the royal family or someone close to the royal family does see that, word spreads quick.
Dang, I thought this was gonna be a good place for him to not hide.
Well, I mean, sure, to the average person, yeah, because they don't know much about dragons. But I mean, us, we see them every day. They're not gonna misinterpret the wings and the color and everything like that.
Okay, well, outside of this island, he can walk about.
Oh yeah, should be fine. The royal family
Okay.
doesn't leave this island anyway.
Sick. All right, Zim, you're gonna have to go invisible again after this, mate. I'm sorry.
He's a little disappointed, but he'll do it.
But once we get to dinner, you can get back to being yourself.
You say dinner? That's the only thing on his mind.
Yep, alright. Alright, well, thank you so much for your help.
Yeah, of course. Like I said, come back anytime and keep me updated on this. Genuinely, I'm glad you came to me. If you went to the Dragonborn doctor, you'd probably be in questioning right now.
Whoa.
You can only
Okay.
imagine what would be happening to the little guy.
Well, yeah, I'm glad I came to you then. I just asked like a little kid where to go. He pointed me over here, so I'm like, oh, sick.
Well, I hope he was cool.
He seemed like it. He had a pseudo dragon, I think.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. All right, you ready to go, Atheira?
Yeah, we should probably hurry, actually. I think we're pressing time for dinner at this point.
Yeah, I did want to go to the library, but dinner's more important. Do you know where a library is here, by the way?
I mean, yeah, there's one at every section of the island. I mean, ours is going to be the best. It's the most well-funded, and we have the most books, but the one in Braston's
Where-
not bad. They got a lot of stuff on magic over there.
Do you have a map? You got a spare map?
Sorry, I don't carry a map. I'm just from here.
Okay. I don't know. Like, I don't know. If you maybe give it to people.
You might be able to buy one in a shop. I don't know.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
thank you anyways. Appreciate it. Let's go,
course.
Atheira.
She'll walk you guys out, give you a wave as you leave. She'll give a little smile and a wave to Zim.
Does Zim get a lollipop?
Zim gets a lollipop.
Yes.
Yay.
He
What
sticks it in
flavor?
his mouth as he's walking.
Are you rolling for
what's
flavor?
the most like normal flavor you can think
Cherry.
of? Cherry. He gets a cherry lollipop.
I was thinking like mystery flavor.
If I had a
Which turns out to be
sheet-
cherry.
That's like the dum dum that I always happen to get is freaking mystery flavor, dude.
which is just question mark flavored. Doesn't taste
It's
like
question
anything.
mark flavored.
With that, it's very clear that our session is winding down. We have people who have to go. Before we leave, I will ask Dahlia, Resaries, and Lucien. You guys were able to meet back up and reconvene. Go over what you found in Beverly's house before we end for the night and get you guys on towards dinner. Is there anything you guys want to do or talk about? You have like a little bit of time before you would have to head there.
No, that's fine. I mean, we can continue everything after dinner. At least in my opinion.
Yeah. Dinner's gonna be the next big point. So
Cool. Well, if that is the case, we'll wrap up the session there, and next week we will start with our little dinner party that we're having.
Yes.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.